Highlights of the news. Rivers State House of Assembly commends 3 Rivers players of just concluded Afro Basketball Championship. Resolves to issue them sealed recommendation letters. House of Representatives panel queries jump over secret recruitment. Plus, NNPLC has no plans to increase petroleum pump price. Good afternoon. Welcome to the RSTV News at 3 p.m. My name is Emily Tari Mperu. Do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must all accomplish. Now details of the news. The 2023 Supplementary Appropriation Bill has been committed to an ad hoc committee by the Rivers State House of Assembly. The 7-member committee is headed by the lawmaker representing Eleme constituency, Igwe Afoji. Assembly correspondent Vincent Ako reports.
Other members of the committee include Adolphus Timothy of Opobonkoro constituency, Emily Amade of Obiakbo constituency 2, Lolo Dinabare of Kana 2, Tontes Mat Adoki of Falga 2, Onwoka Ignatius Eche 2, and Ezekwa Nkenjika of Omelga constituency 2. Speaker, Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amehule, constituted the committee after a robust debate by lawmakers and urged them to expedite action on the bill.
These members of the House Committee on Selection will have the inaugural meeting, Mr. Speaker, immediately after the sitting.
Earlier in the debate, the House Leader Edison Ehie highlighted the merits of the bill, pointing out that the Port Harcourt Link Road will open the city to the world. Lawmakers who contributed to the debate supported early passage of the Supplementary Appropriation Bill, adding that the road, which would connect the farming rural areas to the city, will not only open up the area but will also reduce costs of food in the state. Also at plenary, a motion to commend the 3 Rivers indigents who made the state proud at the just concluded Afro Basket Championship in Kigali, Rwanda, was adopted, with resolve that a letter of recommendation with its seal be issued them. They are Rena Wakama, first female coach to win 2023 Afrobasket Championship in Rwanda since it began in 1996. Palas Kunayi Akana, a player in the team, and Ngozi Kekwaro, who discovered a sum of $70,000 left behind by a guest in one of the hotel suites, reported and returned the money to its rightful owner. The motion was presented by the Deputy Leader, Linda Somiare Stewart.
Inspiring acts of self-discipline, selflessness, uprightness, and public spiritedness have put the state on the global map.
Speaker Martin Amehule, after listening to submission of lawmakers on the motion, aligned himself with their views and promised to donate his August salary to the 3 young ladies to encourage them.
Those in favor, 23. Against, nil. Abstention, nil. Going by the voting, distinguished colleagues, the House hereby is resolved that we commend all 3 individuals from the states who made us proud in their actions, and by the special grace of God that we should send them letters. On this note, Mr. Speaker, there is a resolution, and Mr. Clark will ensure that this letter gets to these individuals as soon as possible.
Also, a bill seeking to provide for the grant of certificate to small estate, except such from payments of estate duty, and the grant of full letter of administration passed first reading in the floor of Assembly. Vincent Ako, RSTV News.
Nowadays, there are so many festivals. The festival is just one of them. This year's edition was held at the Yakubu Gowon Stadium in Port Harcourt, and the program, which witnessed a display of varieties of roasted plantains, yam and fish, also had motorcades on ground to tantalize the birds of those who wanted a non-alcoholic drink to wash down a sumptuous meal. Oboka Umeda covered the fun-filled event. His report.
Organizers of the Bole Festival described it as a food meet fun event, a celebration that brings food lovers together from all over River State in honor of this delectable street food, yet a cultural heritage. Beyond food exhibition, Bole Festival dispensed a binge atmosphere that attracted all ages and demographics, creating an environment to revel and bond over good food.
I came here to have fun, make new friends, feel nature, and feel the blessings of God for his children. Because Bole Festival is what makes Port Harcourt for have a uniqueness.
Everywhere, the serene environment, the Bole itself. In fact, I had a great Bole yesterday at the Bole stand, and the other shops that are selling here. It's been great, actually. Generally,
I can see friends and family coming around, having a good time, and I think it's always important for us to take our time out of our very busy schedule to just come out, celebrate ourselves, have a good time, and just relax.
The annual ritual has subsequently formed a community of ardent supporters spreading the energy like a wildfire. The Malta Guinness stand was rather a beehive where fun lovers queued to have a sip of the non-alcoholic malt drink. For them, it gives vitality and energy.
Why did you choose Malta Guinness?
because it's amazing. This drink is so nice, super nice. I didn't even need more presently. I need more.
I took it because I like it, because it's nourishing and it's smooth. It's like it cools my throat. There's a different taste in it.
Yeah, I had Malta Guinness yesterday. In fact, I bought one pack from them yesterday while going home, because there's a one day I had this Malta, this thing. So they made it for me. There's a particular one they did for my daughter. It tastes really nice.
I don't do alcohol. Cigarettes, Igbo, it's not good for the body. This is vitamin C. It's vitamin.
The assistant brand manager of Malta Guinness, Madam Ndupana Koji, who shared her thoughts about Bole Festival, said it is a push for a better world where people can continue to eat, play and connect for the social good, and dedicated to earth sustainability, partnerships and fundraising.
Okay, so Malta Guinness, amongst other things, is all about sharing goodness, bringing people together to celebrate special moments. And you agree with me that there's no special moments without good food like the Bole that we have here. So this common reason that we have, Bole Festival and Malta Guinness, has brought us together. And we're here, we've shared Malta Guinness with over 1,000 people here, and everyone is having a good time, and that's what Malta Guinness is all about.
Madam Koji said the company wishes to give Port Harcourt residents a refreshing and nourishing experience. Festival and what makes the drink special, she reacted this way.
To keep drinking Malta Guinness so that it will keep them energized. It's on the same level of energy as they are, so they need to keep drinking it so that they keep staying nourished and they keep sharing goodness like we're sharing goodness in Malta Guinness.
Side attractions included eating competitions. Music added pep to the food fun event. Ogboka Umeda, RSTV News.
The 2023 annual program of the Foursquare Gospel Church Oyibo District, that Convention 2023, has ended with assurance to members to expect upliftment and freedom in all aspects of their lives. Namdi Olimlu is freedom. His reports.
Delivering a message on the topic Freedom of an Unknown City, the District Overseer Foursquare Gospel Church Oyibo District, Reverend Emmanuel Onwoka, said the week-long program is organized annually to enhance the spiritual growth of members and to remind them to adhere strictly to the doctrine of Christianity. He said the theme of the program, Freedom, is quite apt and appropriate because everybody seems to be under one bondage or the other, and God has decided to use the 2023 convocation to set families and individuals free from satanic attacks and spiritual chains. According to the clergy, who read from Luke 17 verse 11, many Christians will miss heaven because they lack the attitude of gratitude, and urge the congregation to take advantage of the powerful weapon of thanksgiving to unlock the door of favor and miracles. Reverend Onwoka also appealed to leaders to serve with the fear of God and provide good governance and purposeful leadership that would make life more meaningful for the citizenry.
This year's theme is freedom. Everywhere today we have this economic hardship, and we have a lot of bond. The Lord lay in our heart to say that He's giving us freedom, even as a church, as a nation, as a state. We declared the word of God to the church and said, this year the Lord says it is free for us. We are liberated.
Chairman of the 2023 Convocation Organizing Committee, Deacon Amarachi Mbaono, and other members described the program as a huge success and expressed appreciation to everyone who supported the program, noting that next year promises to be better.
This is actually the first time we're going all out for a whole 1 week. The attendance has been very encouraging. I think this is really wonderful. We can only pray for something better next time, but this is the best I can say so far.
This is the best that we ever had. Teachings, preachings, messages, different times. Freedom in every angle has been given to us.
Aim of this program is to get everyone revived again in their spirit. In the course of our Christian journey, you find out that a lot of people will be weak due to issues of life and all that. So having programs like this can actually revive one's spirit, and this is one of the things that we have been able to achieve today in the life of the people.
I pray and desire that people should understand that the God we are dealing with is not man. He said we should not be deceived because God cannot be mocked. Whatever a man sow is what he will reap.
Children presentation, choir ministration, and thanksgiving. Nnamdi Olimini, RSTV News.
The National Association of Ogoni Media Workers Worldwide, NAOME, has, after a meeting in Port Harcourt, set up a 3-member election planning committee to elect its new executives. Inaugurating the committee, Chairman Steering Committee of the Association, Comrade Christian Saruganali, said the committee is to ensure a smooth and credible general election within the period of 2 months without any postponement. According to him, all hands must be on deck to see that the democratically elected leadership is enthroned for the association, promising them of every logistic support for a successful general election. The Election Planning Committee has as its head former president of the association, Dr. Godwin Williamson, Mrs. Wendy Lenata Tobira as secretary, while Mr. Barry Lima will serve as member. Speaking on behalf of the committee, the secretary, Mrs. Winda Lenata Tobira, thanked members of the association for the opportunity given them to serve, assuring them of working in line with the terms of reference given to the committee. Do you love and care about Rivers State and her peers? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. It is a task we must all accomplish. And up ahead on the news, Algeria bans Barbie film for promoting homosexuality. Details of these and more when we return to stay.
I just want your papers, please.
Sir.
Salary don't enter. Yes, so. And Monday never even reach them. My salary plenty, oh. No wonder I no gree collect roja from my hand. I'm here to bail my younger brother.
With good laws,
proper funding, training,
and cooperation,
if it happen.
The rains are here, and the Rivers State government is advising residents of the 12 local government areas in the state captured in the seasonal climate prediction by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency NIMET as places likely to suffer flooding to take precautions. The expected more than normal rainfall could happen anytime. Therefore, residents of Abua Odwal, Ahoda East, Ahoda West, Akukutoro, Andoni, Emoha, Ikwere, Ogbaibumandoni, Okrika, Oyibo, and Opobunkoro local government areas are hereby advised individually and collectively to begin the cleaning of their environment. They should open up and clean their gutters to enable normal flow of water. Be prepared to move to higher ground when they see tidal water overflowing riverbanks into their various communities to avoid death and mitigate loss of property. The state government is also calling on all flood management committees in those local governments to immediately mount surveillance to watch out and notice any overflow of water over riverbanks. They should assess the magnitude of such overflowing water, provide accurate information that will sensitize the people adequately on what to do, while also working with council chairmen, traditional rulers, and all opinion leaders in order to strengthen the response capabilities of communities. Such committees should work out modalities that will cushion the effect of the flood disaster on residents. The unprecedented flood disaster in 2022 had served as an is taking proactive steps and intensifying interagency collaboration that will forestall any negative impact.
This is RSTV World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Welcome back. You're still watching the RSTV News 3. An ad hoc committee of the House of Representatives has created a Joint Admission and Matriculation Board (JAM) for recruiting about 300 staff without advertising the vacancies. While appearing before the committee, the registrar of JAM, Ishaku Loyode, told the panel that the board conducted the recruitment using a waiver granted to it by the government. He explained that the board could not afford to go through the process of advertising the vacancies because of the exigencies of time. However, while responding to the presentation, the chairman of the committee, Honorable Yusuf Gagdi, rejected the explanation, noting that the process of recruitment adopted by JAM would have denied several applying. Honorable Gagdi noted that by the documents available to the committee, JAM had been recruiting without following due process of advertisement, shortlisting, and interview of job seekers. The committee is investigating ministries, departments, agencies, MDAs, parastatals, and tertiary institutions on personal recruitment, employment racketeering, and the mismanagement of the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information (IPPIS). Two siblings, Samuel and Samson Ogoshi, have been extradited to the United States to face trial for allegedly running a global sexual extortion operation leading to the death of a teenage U.S. citizen, Jordan DeMay. The extradition of the siblings followed a judgment by Justice Binta Nyako of the Federal High Court. The Solicitor General of the Federation signed the final surrender order authorizing the U.S. to take the Goshens, who are 22 and 20 years old, to West Michigan, USA. In a press release, the U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Michigan, Mark Tutton, said that the arrest of the Ogoshis followed a joint investigation by the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. They said both men were indicted in May 2023 of 4 counts bordering on sexual exploitation, child pornography, and cyber stalking, adding that Samuel was also charged with causing the death of 17-year-old Jordan DeMay of Marquette, Michigan, who was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound in March 2022. Samuel was said to have used a hacked social media account to make contact with DeMay while pretending to be a young woman. After persuading DeMay to provide a sexually explicit photo of himself, he allegedly threatened to publicly release the image unless DeMay paid him. According to the release, DeMay paid Ogoshi $300, but Ogoshi demanded more and asked the victim to kill himself fast after he threatened to take his life. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, says it has no intention to increase the retail price of petroleum. The NNPCL, which made this known in reaction to reports in the media that the company was set to raise petroleum pump prices from the current 617 naira per litre to between 720 naira and 750 naira in the coming weeks, said it has no intention to increase its petrol pump prices as widely speculated. NNPCL Group Chief Executive Officer Mela Kyari, while speaking to newsmen after a closed-door meeting with Vice President Kashim Shettima at the State House in Abuja, said with the deregulation of the oil sector, market realities will force the price of petrol up sometimes and at other times force it down. The NNPCL had in May begun adjustment of pump prices of fuel due to the removal of petroleum subsidy to allow market force. Now, reports reaching our news desk has it that Algeria has banned the movie Barbie, which had been showing at some cinemas in the country for several weeks, saying the film promotes homosexuality and other Western deviances and that it does not comply with Algeria's religious and cultural beliefs. Algeria's culture minister supervises the content of films projected in cinemas and can stop them from being shown. Starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling as Barbie and Ken, the movie sends Mattel Incorporated's Matt.O doll on an adventure into the real world. The film has topped $1 billion in box office ticket sales worldwide since its July 21st debut. Lebanon and Kuwait have both also banned the film. At least 35 people have been killed and dozens injured in an explosion at a petrol station in southern Russia. The blast, which occurred in the Dagestan region capital Makhatkala on the coast of the Caspian Sea, began at a car repair center near the petrol station. Russian President Vladimir Putin offered his sincere condolences following the deadly blast. According to regional head Sergei Melikov, a state of emergency was introduced in the Kumatolansky district in Dagestan, adding that some 230 emergency workers have been deployed, while the most severely injured have been evacuated to Moscow by air, according to the emergencies ministries. The ministry said rescue operations are ongoing, and as emergency services clear through the rubble, more bodies are being discovered. It added that the fire had spread over an area of 600 square meters and that there was a danger of further explosions. In our sports, Spain has qualified for the first World Cup final in its history, beating Sweden 2-1 today in Auckland in a semi-final with twists and turns that tipped on a goal in the 90th minute. With an overpowered strike, the Spanish defender knocked out the Swedes, who had qualified a few seconds earlier by Rebecca Block-Vest. Padlocked for a long time, the match was unlocked in the last quarter of an hour of madness following the goal of Salma Arredondo, the Spanish super sub of Equatorial Guinea origin, already decisive in the previous round. The offensive force of La Roja got the better of the co-best defense of the tournament, surprised by the turn of events in the New Zealand rain which showered their hopes. Spain, who were playing in their first World Cup semi-final, remained in contention for a title that would crown their change in status from emerging nation to established power. One of the youngest selections of the tournament will face on Sunday in Sydney, Australia or England, two other countries in search of a first star. Now, do you love and care about real estate and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must all accomplish, and that's the size of our package and the news at 3 p.m. My name is Emily Tari Mbero. Thank you so much for being my company from start to finish. Enjoy the rest of your day on RSTV. Good afternoon.